In a world where respect is earned, men are often on the lookout to know the secret to earn a woman's honor and admiration. But in my work with relationship, I've come to realize that respect is not something you demand for. The process of demanding for respect in a relationship actually shows you or presents you as a man who is domineering or control freak. So join me as I take you through the journey of unlocking the secrets to make your woman respect you without demanding for it. So the first point to this journey of unlocking the secrets of making your woman respect you without demanding for it is leading by example. Yes, there's this popular opinion that respect is reciprocal. The best way you can ever make her respect you is by showing her how to respect you, not by asking her to respect you. I'm sure at this point you're saying, Temi, how does this happen? It is pretty simple. Be kind to her in your words and in your action. Think about what you want to do to her. If it was done to you by her, is this something you can accommodate? Don't just say because I'm the man. No, think about it. Let love rule. Let love lead. Like, you won't even need to ask for respect. It will just be something she will do effortlessly. Imagine you're considering her before taking your action, before speaking your words. How will she feel if I say this particular thing to her? If I take this action, how would it affect her? It will just make her automatically to begin to also think about you before taking action, because some of these things are just reflex action. When you find somebody who is considerate about you, you will just find yourself being considerate about them without having to think about it. It's like you starting up in negative words. The other person doesn't even know when they start spilling up their own as well. I know there's this popular opinion that women talks a lot, they spill a lot of things, but one thing I would say is, why let anger grow so much to the point that she's exchanging words with you? You can keep quiet and let the whole thing slide and still correct her later in love. I remember doing something for my husband, I think about a week ago or something. It happened that we went out and we happened to add some little dirty clothes, but it was a day after our wash day, and he was expecting me to actually wash the clothes because of the way they were dirty from the journey and all of those stuff. And it happened that because it was not our wash day, I just kept it in the laundry basket, and it felt like I could have washed it, but he just kept quiet, thinking that, okay, what if she's still thinking about it, or she's planning when she will wash it and all of those stuff. So the day I washed it, he finally said, I was thinking about telling you this thing yesterday, that why didn't you wash this clothes? You just kept it in the laundry basket. But I thought of it that you've been very busy lately, like right from like the day before you kept the clothes, yesterday and today, even this day you washed it, you were very busy. And I just thought about it that you've been busy, and that's just why I restrained myself from saying it, that I don't like the way those clothes look in the laundry basket, because I'm feeling they are very dirty and they don't need to be stored till next washing day. It's something you can just pick up and wash. You don't have to wait till next washing day. But it felt like if I've been very busy, there's no point bringing it up again, that why didn't you wash that clothes, or this, or do this, or do that. And this is one of the reasons why it has been very good that my husband never demand for respect. I just observed that I respect him effortlessly, because imagine he said it that day and it happened to be a very stressful day, like he said. I can feel like, can't you see I've been very stressed? That's why I did not wash the clothes. I'm responding with my genuine heart, but it might look disrespectful. The truth is that I might not even respond. I might just say, okay, I'll wash it tomorrow. It can happen that way, but it depends, because sometimes you may think the other person will answer politely. The way you said it also might not be too polite, and the person may just give you a piece of their heart. And this is why it is good that you lead by example. What do you want to see in your relationship? How do you want her to treat you? Express it by leading her the same way. You are the head. You are the one who sets the pace of how the relationship should be run. You can do it well. The second point that you can actually use to earn your woman's respect without demanding for it is set healthy boundaries. Yes, when we talk about boundaries, what comes to people's mind is just something negative. No, there are things called healthy boundaries. The first thing you need to think of is what shows respect to you, what shows genuine respect and love to you in a relationship, what shows disrespect to you in a relationship. Think about it firstly. Now that you are sure that, okay, talking harshly to me, raising your voice, not doing the things I asked you to do, and I mean many more other things that you feel you don't like in a relationship is what shows disrespect to you. Now that you know what shows respect to you, act of kindness, act of love, and all of those good stuff. Okay, The next thing you need to do in setting those healthy boundaries is that you can't keep the boundaries to yourself and just be like, I don't like these things. No, you can't just tell yourself. You need to tell your partner the things you like and the things you don't like. And note, you don't start telling her the things you like and the things you don't like in an argument. It doesn't work that way. She's not even hearing you, because her defense mechanism is on. She's trying to defend herself from what you said and what you did not say and what she thinks you will say and all of those stuff. So the best time to tell her what you actually think as respect or disrespect is not during an argument. Think about a time where you're both in good mood, you are in a jovial and playing mood, and then you sit her down and explain to her that this thing I don't like it, this thing I like it. Explain it in simple terms, and as you explain it, don't also do it to her like I said, because you can't say you want not to be talked to harshly or rudely and then you're talking to her rudely. It stems up from the other person's that the way you tell them things, they just respond without thinking about it. But somebody that is calm just say things the way you respond. Like the same way you say it is the same way they respond. There's this popular word that say that kind word give kind responses. Just saying it rightly makes the other person to also respond rightly. So ensure that you set the boundaries ahead of time, so that it is when they cross the boundaries, you can easily know how to correct them and say, I told you earlier that I don't like this particular thing. It is easier that way compared to when they don't even know what is good to you or what is bad. It makes it very difficult. They don't even know they are offending you. Meanwhile, you're feeling very hurt and pained. You are the only one going through your pain. The only way you can actually ensure that they don't hurt you is that you tell them what exactly you like and what you don't like. And at the same time, when you set boundaries, set a repercussion for breaking those boundaries. Like, I'm very sure that if I talk rudely to my husband, he will be quiet. He won't even communicate with me. He won't laugh with me. He won't talk with me. And I don't want that in my relationship or my marriage. So why would I do it? I would rather be calm. I would rather look for an amicable way to settle our differences than raising my voice on him. Because when I raise my voice, he won't respond. So think about it. I know that that's the repercussion for raising my voice, and I won't do it because I know the repercussion. So when you set boundaries, also set repercussion for them when the other person breaks the boundaries. One point to be talking about is self-confidence and self-love. Yes, since you are the one showing me how to love you, how to respect you, you need to set the pace like I said earlier. Show me how to respect you. You need to respect yourself. Stand for your values. You need to stand for your value without belittling the other person, without ridiculing the other person. It is possible. You can actually stand for your value and say, this is what I stand for. Stand for your own, and if it aligns with me, it is then we go on with relationship. Like, I'm very sure that my husband is just somebody that, even for people that are extended family, friends and all of those stuff, when they cross his self-respect and they disrespect him, or even side signal of self-disrespect, he withdraws from them. So I know that whoever disrespects him will be withdrawn from. I don't want that kind of thing. So it makes me to respect him at all times. And the fact that anything that will cause disrespect in any form, he avoids it. If there's a conversation that will lead to disrespect, he lets go of it. If there's an argument that would actually lead to it, I mean, even finance, money and things that is sure that will lead to disrespect, he lets go of it. He doesn't like matter tarrying because he doesn't want to be disrespected in the long run of trying to resolve the matter. So just think about it, that the self-respect and self-confidence has to start from you. Nobody can do it for you. It is you who need to set the pace of how to be respected and tell the world that this thing, I don't take it and I will not take it. Just set that respect and your partner will follow suit. Like, I mean, your woman will just follow suit effortlessly. She doesn't have to struggle. It is something she's so sure and certain that if I do this particular thing, it will hurt my partner. She will be consciously working. I don't mean that sometimes she might not default it, because we are all humans and sometimes she might default it, but she will consciously try her best not to hurt you or offend you. So the fourth point to earning your woman's respect without demanding it is appreciation and gratitude. This is just mind-blowing. It is something that when you appreciate and show gratitude for every good they do to keep respecting you, it just makes them want to do more. Like, when you thank somebody, it makes the person consciously know that they are doing this particular thing well, and whoever is praised will want to do it better. Like, this is just known all over the world that when you praise somebody, they want to do it better. So ensure that you don't get too used to the way she does those good things to you, to her kindness, to her lovingness, to her, her extra effort of being just a good wife, a good partner to you. Ensure that you say thank you for every of the action. Remember to say thank you. Don't get too used to it to the point that she now feels it doesn't matter any longer. No, keep saying the thank you. Like, one of the things that still trip me off my feet about my husband is he say thank you for every meal, and I'm always like, babe, you paid for it. Like, it is your money that is putting this food on the table, so why do you have to say thank you like this? He would look at the food and appreciate it and be like, you cooked this so well, see your jollof rice is jollofing, and see your beefs are looking so cute. And I'm like, your money bought them, why are you so much excited? And you know, one of the things he does for me is I want to cook better the next time, because I want to see that smile on his face again. I love him and I don't want him to be sad. And if this is what gives smile to him when it comes to food, if greeting him in the morning is what gives him respect and all of those stuff, why won't I do it? Like, anything that will put smile on his face, you always find me doing it, as far as he's appreciating it, because the moment he's appreciating it makes me to keep remembering that this thing is important to him. Sometimes you may know this thing is important to the other partner, but the fact that they don't appreciate it may make you forget it, not because you want to consciously disrespect them, but because you've forgotten that it is very vital to them. But the fact that they say thank you all the time, imagine I want to cook and I'm thinking about how do I make it look presentable, because my husband is very big on presentation of food, and I'm like, how do I make it look very presentable and tasteful at the same time? So this is always big in my heart. And why am I always thinking about this? Because I know that when it is looking presentable and when it is looking tasteful, he would appreciate it. He will not just eat the food and keep the plate and forget about it. I mean, even when food is so sweet, my husband will remember to pack plates, because he'll be like, I feel so excited about this food. And this is just something that gives me joy, because he will remember to even do chores for you, so when it's that you don't forget to tell them thank you and that you value every of the good things they do for you. So the fifth thing to earning your woman's respect without demanding for it is supporting her dreams and aspiration. This is actually a very big one for any woman, because this involves you being fully involved in their goals, their dreams, their aspiration. That means that you are putting in your effort to make sure that every of your dreams are becoming a reality. This is something that is not very common when it comes to having somebody believing in you, somebody willing to see you succeed, somebody willing to see you arrive at that destination that your heart desired, somebody giving you that push and that go ahead. Because you as their partner, if you keep telling them you can't do it, you won't do it, I don't even know, is it not somebody like you? They are the morale in them, and very soon they will let go of those dreams and aspirations. But the fact that you can push them will give them joy, because letting go of those aspirations makes them to not respect you. They'll feel like it is because of you they are not achieving all of the things they ought to be achieving, and this is not too good. It makes bitterness grow in their hearts, it makes sadness grow in their hearts. But without you having to even think about it too much, just support their dreams in any of the forms you can. It can be just hailing them and telling them you're the girl for it, you can go for it, I trust you, like I believe so much in you. Just some of those little things are just something that when you do, it makes a woman to just respect you effortlessly. Like, think of Ida Basi when she was doing that challenge. She just had a chef that was just there for her, and Chef Sonny just became the man that she respected so much. And after even the cooking, she still had to talk about it, that when other people came, she wasn't getting the vibe she was getting from that man, from those other people, and she was feeling weak and she was feeling disconnected from the goal she wanted to achieve. This is exactly what it looks like. Think about it in that scenario, that you are just there for her, you're trying to support her, you're pushing her, telling her you can do it, go girl, go girl, you are the girl for the dream, you are the girl for the vision, you can achieve it, I believe in you. If nobody believes in you, if nobody can see your capacity and the strength you carry, I can see them. Just saying some of these beautiful words makes her to respect you effortlessly, because this is actually something that is irresistible from a man to any woman. Like, if you show her that you are there for her, you're supporting her goal, you've won her heart already. Yeah. So the sixth thing we'll be talking about, which is a bonus for you for staying this far in this video, is communicate everything. Yes, I'm sure you're saying that, Temi, how do I communicate it without actually demanding for it? This is actually the tricky part of it all. it is possible to communicate it without demanding for respect. You can communicate your needs for respect without demanding for it. Yes, it is very possible, because communications are in different form. And remember that human being, I mean people in general, don't like to be instructed or told what to do. They don't like it. They will feel like as if you're controlling to ensure that they are doing only the things that suit you. So people generally don't like to be controlled, but there's always a better way to communicate things. Remember that communication doesn't have to just be verbal. They are non-verbal communication. I remember the early phase of courting with my partner. I remember that I did something for him. I can't even exactly remember what exactly I did. I remember I did something for him. I can't remember what exactly I did. And I remember that he just got this book, Love and Respect, by Dr. Emerson Enquiries, and it was like, because he knows I love reading a whole lot, so you have to communicate it in a way they love. This is one of the things you need to do. I created a video on love language. I think it should be coming up before this video. Check it out, learn about love language, so that you can know exactly how to communicate it in their love language, so that they will be willing to listen to you effortlessly, like you winning their heart over effortlessly. So like I was saying, he got the book and he was like, let's just read this book to just build our love and build connection. And it was about the love that a woman wanted and the respect that a man desperately needed. And we started reading the book and we're discussing about it. It was the process of discussing about it that I was like, he now cited an example like you doing this particular thing, and I was like, really, did it hurt you that much? And he was like, he doesn't really like it. And I was like, okay. So imagine that day that I did it to him. Me, I never even felt it that serious. But if he complained that day, I might react so much and be like, what do you mean? So somebody cannot just joke with you and you won't take it as disrespect or stuff like that. But I look for constructive ways. Sometimes it might be taking them out to a cinema to watch a movie. Sometimes you can deliberately plan a movie that you've watched before to check that movie exactly instructs what exactly you want to say. Sometimes you can look for story. I remember having to create stories sometimes and be like, babe, what do you think about a man that does this particular thing to a woman just because I want him to talk? It is very illogical for me to now come and say, babe, can you ever do this for me? You will feel like, what do you mean? Are you thinking bad about me and all of those stuff? So I don't want it to look like as if I'm attacking him. No, I did not come to attack him. I want to communicate something with him, and I want him to accept what I want to communicate with him, and I want to hear the intent of the heart of the other person. So this is what you want to do for your partner as well. You want to communicate with her. You want her to hear your own communication and to tell you the intent of her heart. And the best way you can do that is to ensure that you're speaking her love language while communicating with her. And there's no better way to say it than doing it in a way that you're sure that once you put her in this position, she will just feel comfortable, that she won't even know you're actually pointing out something very serious to her. All I'm saying is just ensure that you communicate it to her in a way that resonates with her. Like, that's just the simple thing you need to communicate with her without looking like as if you're demanding for respect. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is TemyNna. I created a video for you where you can understand everything about relationship. I mean, the depth of even love language itself, and how to get your partner's respect without looking like you're demanding for it or you're trying to control them or any of those stuff. All you need to do is check the link in the description of this video. I'll be adding the link of that video to the description of this video. I'm sure you learned a thing or two from this video, and you will be so excited to tell me about what you learned in the comment section. So do tell me that point you're so excited I mentioned in the comment section, or that thing you've been doing with your partner that has been helping you to bond respect, so that other people can learn from it. Let's keep this conversation rolling in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, bye.